Hey everybody, it's ROLTD Zombie here, giving my response to the video Halloween 3 Silver Shamrock montage. Now I know this movie gets a lot of shit for not having Michael Myers and for being kind of silly and just being over the top really, but here's why that works for it. One, it doesn't have Michael Myers, and I mean, look at me. I love the first one, and I really like the second one too. However, it just seems like if they would like the fourth, fifth, I mean, they're okay, but like when you got to the sixth and then H2O and Resurrection, it just became just another slasher series, which I love slasher, but they're just all clones of the original, weak clones too. I mean, at least in the third one, they went in a new direction with a new idea about Halloween, the season, the history of it. We got to learn more about Sam Hain, and that's not really accurate, but they touched upon it in the second one, but it just works. And let's talk about the music. John Carpenter, oh my God, you can totally see that this is his work. It's so great. Chariot, the opening theme, even the silly commercial, like 3 more days till Halloween, Halloween, 3 more days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock. I mean, that is so fucking cool. Oh, I really gotta stop cursing or swearing or whatever you call it these days, because kids were watching, and this is actually my first video response on YouTube. But back to the point. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, there's a lot of inaccuracies with the whole, if they shut it down, with the way the time zones work, the East Coast would get it like 3 hours ahead of the West Coast, so there'd be ample amount of time to turn it off or stop the commercial from killing everyone. But you gotta suspend your belief here. Now, some of you might not know this, but the reason Michael Myers is not in here is because when they were making this movie, they decided that they didn't just want to make another Michael Myers movie every time. They thought, let's make an anthology series, like a Creep Show or Tales from the Crypt, stuff like that. It's like the idea was every year around September, October, they were going to release a new Halloween movie, and each one was going to be different, but they all have to do with Halloween, the holiday itself. Each one was going to have a different story, but the basic theme of dark and evil things happening then, like murder or maybe supernatural or something crazy like that. And that's where Halloween 3 Season of the Witch comes in. Now, I'm thinking now in retrospect, they probably shouldn't have put 3 on it, because that ties it too close to the original films, and I know it technically is the sequel, and they did that because they'll make more money because people associate it with it. But I think now that when it's being re-released on DVDs, it should just officially be called just Halloween Season of the Witch, because I think that works better. I think that really just makes a lot more sense. But I would have loved to see some more films like this if they had continued with the whole anthology series thing. But instead, we got the whole thing with the little Jamie character, where he comes after his niece, and the fourth one, and Return of Michael Myers, and Revenge of Michael Myers, and The Curse of Michael Myers. God, it's just so freaking repetitive. But look, all you haters out there, just watch it and don't think of it as a sequel to the Halloween series. Think of it as its own thing. Because if it had been released like that, I think it probably would have done a lot better. Because people wouldn't have gone in thinking about Michael Myers and other stuff and holding it up at the same level. Because it's a different movie, it's a different scene. Don't hold it up on the same level. It's like it never works with movies. Just look at Suspiria and its sequels. The sequels are great in their own right, but never stack it up against Suspiria, because they'll never win. Nothing's ever as great as the original, and very rarely it is. So don't measure it compare it using that. It's just not fair to that movie. But anyway, I highly recommend you watch this movie. It's really good, really just great. And this is just one nerd sitting alone in his room in the dark saying this, but so I give for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I'd give 4.5 stars. Kind of weak writing on some parts, but the music, the imagery, and just the coolness of it just make more than makes up for it. Well, later.